Are you looking for the best electric smokers? In this video we will look at some of the best electric smokers on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Bradley Smoker Professional 10P. With a fully insulated stainless steel body, for cooking racks, dual temperature probes, and a fully digital PID control system, Bradley's new 10P is both easy to use for the beginner and advanced enough to keep an experienced or commercial smoke master happy. During the test, temperature levels remained steady throughout cook times and only varied a few degrees above or below the preset level. Cleanup simply required emptying the burned biscuits and wiping down the drip tray. I've used one of the original style Bradley smokers for several years now with great results. But the new 10P adds a ton of versatility to the design with better control options like the ability to add smoke without heat and heat without smoke, and you can even control the amount of smoke you want to use. The fully insulated body holds steadier temperatures throughout the cook time better than the original. It also regains the set temperature faster after you open the door. Bradley smokers are one of the best electric smokers because each biscuit only burns for 20 minutes. They claim the short burn time leads to cleaner smoke with less of a bitter flavor that sometimes results when wood fuel burns completely. I have to agree. The smoke flavor from the Bradley smoker tasted cleaner than other smokers in the test, with less bitter or acrid aftertaste. Number 2. Masterbuilt 30-inch digital electric smoker with window. Perhaps the best thing about the 30-inch model is Masterbuilt's side-loading chip system. This allows you to load additional chips throughout the cooking process without opening the main door and releasing heat. This feature comes in handy on long cooks like brisket or pork butts that need multiple chip refills. And with other features like a digital thermostat control, for chrome-plated racks, and intuitive air dampers, this smoker will accommodate both beginner and experienced cooks. This one was just about ready to go out of the box. After a short assembly and seasoning process, I filled the chip tube with a blend of hickory and cherry wood chips and set the smoker for 250 degrees. It didn't take long to see a nice plume of smoke wafting from the vents. I seasoned the chicken and added it directly to the shelf. Midway through the 2-hour cooking process, I noticed the smoke tapered off, so I refilled the chip tube for additional smoke flavor. Cleanup wasn't bad for one chicken, but adding an aluminum drip pan on the shelf below the food would make it even easier. Number 3. Cuisinart 30-inch electric smoker. While this smoker eliminates most of the guesswork, it lacks some of the bells and whistles found on the other options, and it didn't take long to notice. To reload additional wood chips during the cooking process, you have to open the door, which releases heat and lengthens the cooking process. This smoker took longer to clean since it lacks a drip pan to collect falling grease. Not having a digital temperature controller made it tougher to dial in the desired cooking temperature. And the included thermometer varied as much as 30 to 50 degrees from the actual temperature inside, which I measured with a calibrated thermometer. That being said, you can't find a more user-friendly smoker. If you want to set the temperature and walk away until your food finishes, this is one of the best electric smokers to set and forget. Number 4. Bradley Smoker Digital for Rack 31-inch. One of the great things about electric smokers is their ease of use. And the Bradley 4-rack digital smoker is just about ready to go as soon as you unpack it. It took about 10 to 15 minutes to put together, and it was ready to go. The upgraded digital control takes a bit of study to get to the desired settings, but once you figure it out, it's easy to set. In fact, this control is easier to use than the Bradley 10P Professional. I really enjoyed the separate burners to control the smoke and temperature independently of each other that allow you to use heavy smoke levels and lower temperatures for foods like brisket or pork shoulder, or with higher temperature and lighter smoke for things like fish. This unit also allows you to smoke for a certain amount of time, and then continue cooking without smoke. I'll be using this one for venison jerky in the near future with heavier smoke at low temperature. Number 5. Masterbuilt Gravity Series 800 Digital Charcoal Griddle and Grill and Smoker. The Masterbuilt Gravity Series is the perfect do-it-all machine. With 3 cooking racks for a total of 800 square inches of cooking surface, this smoker will feed a crowd. The included griddle insert is perfect for smash burgers or a large breakfast, and it's one of the most versatile smokers I've ever tested. Even though this smoker looks more like the best charcoal grills on the market than an electric smoker, I included it in this test because the digital electronic control precisely maintains the set temperature during the cooking process. Unlike other smokers I tested, the Masterbuilt Gravity series uses traditional charcoal in either lump or briquette form. For true wood-fired flavor, you can add chunks of hickory, oak, pecan, fruit, mesquite, or other cooking woods to the fuel chamber. Once you light the fire, the digital control unit operates a fan that controls the airflow to create heat and smoke. And the fan cycles on or off to hold the temperature at the set level. I really enjoyed this smoker. Besides the test chicken, I grilled ribeyes and strip steaks at 450 degrees and slow smoked a full packer beef brisket with a mixture of Masterbuilt lump charcoal and oak chunks. The finished products on both cooks were perfect with great flavor, bark, and a juicy, tender interior on the brisket. The large cooking area gives this unit a bit more versatility than the other smokers in the test, especially when it comes to smoking large cuts of meat or feeding big crowds. And with a maximum temperature of 700 degrees, you can sear things like steaks and burgers with perfect grill marks.